Assalamu alaikum once again. We are proceeding to another topic called summary writing. Summary writing is again, we are moving on to another topic called summary writing. Summary writing is as important as your comprehension passage. It is also as important as your lexis and structure. It is also as important as your composition, because these are all the parts or aspects of English language that you must write in your WAEC, and it is better you start familiarizing yourself with each of these concepts. So if you look at the previous things we've done, you find out that we've talked about descriptive composition, how to write descriptive composition. Now today is what summary writing. What is summary in view? I know so many of you are familiar with this word summary. Summary simply means to make short. It means to make brief of what is what, large or lengthy. That is what summary is all about. So summary in a formal language means an abstract or a synonyms of a shortened version of an original text. Now and then, every now and then we read comprehension passages. Every now and then we pick up story books to read. We even watch films. We listen to a lot of things online, or we even listen to stories told by our friends or our parents. Now, if you're asked to replicate or to replicate that story or what you have read or what you have heard, it simply means what? Summary, because there is no way you will capture what you have read from chapter 1 to, let's say, chapter 5. There is no way you capture it. So summary simply means to reduce. It is an abstract or a synonym of a shortened version of an original text. And summary is also that part where you are giving comprehension passages. You read and asked to in 3 sentences, in 4 sentences. In fact, we have even done this in class last term. So summary is very, very easy, but there are basic points you need to know about summary. Summary is different from comprehension passage. I keep telling you, in comprehension passage, you are expected to read, identify the writer's purpose, the idea, and then you begin to answer your question. But there are key things you need to do about summary writing, and one of such is you reread the passage. Before you begin to write any summary, you have to read the passage over and over again. The reason why you are doing this is for you to enable you jot down few keywords that will help you, that will form as a pointer towards summarization. Because if you have not read the passage very well, there's no way you would have captured all the messages contained in that particular story or in that particular passage. So it is important for you to reread the passage again as fast as you can. Then number 2, you are to state out the main point in your own words. When you read, of course, passages are written in paragraphs, in sentences and paragraphs. When you read the paragraph, in each paragraph, every paragraph contains main idea. You are to pick it out and write it in your own words. In summary, you're not expected to lift a whole sentence and write. That's why it is called summary. They say make short, make brief. So you're supposed to make short of what you have read in your own words. Now, number 3, do not insert or lift words and sentences from the original text. You are not, in fact, it is a crime for you to lift a whole sentences from and read. Then it's no longer summary. Therefore, you must be very objective. You must be very objective so that whatever you have written down will still capture the writer's main idea. The interpretation will still be the same, but in a different way. Then number 4, try summarizing each part into 1 or 2 sentences. You can do that so that at the end you'll be able to pick out the best sentences or the one that is suitable for for the story that is contained in the passage. Now, number 5, summary should be concise, but interpret the writer's ideas. It should not be lengthy. If it's lengthy, then it's no longer summary, since it's a paragraph, since it's a passage. Now, I have something for you here to see. The summary of Hamlet is a William Shakespeare book. One of his books is a drama text that has been written many, many years ago, but it's still very, very relevant to our today's life. And for those of you that is offering literature, you must have read Hamlet, or you must have heard about Hamlet. So now look at the summary here. And I also advise you to get Hamlet and read while you're at home this period, because the book, the drama is very educative and interesting. Now, Hamlet is a story of a young prince. This book runs into chapters. It runs into acts and scenes. It is over 100 pages. But see what is being summarized here. Now, Hamlet is a story of a young prince whose father's ghost, King of Denmark, tells his son to avenge his mother by killing the new king, Hamlet's uncle. Hamlet feigns madness, contemplates life and death, and seeks revenge. His uncle, fearing for his life, also devised plots to kill him. The play ends with a duel, during which the king, King Gertrude, Hamlet's opponent, and himself were all killed. In fact, there's even a movie about Hamlet. This is a story of a young prince whose father was murdered, and his brother inherited his kingdom. And in the end, when he came back, his father's spirit kept on, appearing to him to avenge his death. And when he finally got home, he saw that what his father has been showing him in his dream was actually true. He found out that his uncle has taken over the kingdom and even married to his own mother. This alone, drove Hamlet crazy, and everybody that was involved in the murder of his father were made to pay for it. But there are so many drama that went on in between. But I tell you, by the time you're done reading this book, you will find out that what has been here is a very concise summary of what a book that is running into chapters contain. So that is summarization. Now I'll expect you to read and summarize page 58 of your text. You read the comprehension passage there and do what? Summarize the text. Then when we resume, we'll dwell in further. We'll have face-to-face interaction. If there's any part you don't understand about summary or all the previous lessons we have treated, we will now have a time to do that very well. But I also advise you that during this lockdown, you should make a lot of research. Read your books. Read your books. It will really help a lot when you come back. Thank you.